of the major responsibilities of government is to ensure that its workforce is well trained for effective service delivery and optimum productivity. The Ogun State government, under the leadership of Prince NTA Abeokuta, have come up with series of trainings for its employees to ensure that they are well equipped for best practices and quality service delivery that conforms with the ethics of the civil service. The Bureau of Establishment and Training is saddled with the responsibility of such trainings, which usually cut across all cadres in the civil service. Recently, the Ogun State government, under the auspices of the Bureau of Establishment and Training and Africa Tech Hub, organized a 2-day training for officers on grade levels 12 to 14 in the Ogun State Public Service on the theme Optimizing Public Service Excellence at the Obas Complex in NTA Abeokuta. Declaring the workshop open, Mr. Kolawole Peter Fagbon says that the training is aimed at preparing officers on grade levels 12 to 14 for proper execution of tasks ahead of them as they climb the ladder to the management level.
An American author, John Maxwell, once remarked that no organization will grow beyond the competence and perspectives of its management team. If management cadre is this strategy, then new entrants to this cadre should be prepared and nurtured for the roles that they are going to play. Since I came on board as head of service, I've been placing emphasis on GL 12 to 14. There's a reason for that. GL 12 to 14, they are the face and the future of the state civil service. I believe that some of you are concerned certain lapses in the system, isn't it? I want you to note those lapses down, because sooner or later you will give you opportunity to address those weaknesses, those shortcomings. And that's why I had a session with the governor that if what we have is not acceptable, you design a strategy to address those issues, but to have a better showing later. That's why there have been a series of training programs for GL 12 and above.
Fagbon enjoined the participants to apply the knowledge gained to sharpen their managerial skills as well as apply it for effective service delivery.
This training is purposefully organized towards empowering participants with the necessary skills for improved service delivery. I'm particularly pleased about the class of participants who are on the verge of stepping into management cadre and becoming vital policy makers and heads of units and departments. They need to enhance their efficiency, facilitate the adaptation to immediate changes, and align their efforts with the vision and mission of state government. Therefore, it becomes very necessary and urgent. The theme of this training, Optimize Excellence in Public Service, encapsulates a collective aspiration to meet and exceed the expectation placed on officers in this category. It is a call to action and a reminder that excellence is not a destination, but a continual pursuit with technology catalyzing the journey. Of course, the integration of technology in this dynamic world has become not just a choice, but it is a necessity for any organization striving for excellence, the public service inclusive. The public service entrusted with the responsibility of serving its citizens with efficiency and effectiveness can therefore not lag in this digital age. It is important to bear in mind that attaining excellence in public service is not just a destination, but a journey marked by continuous learning, adaptation, and improvement.
The Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Establishment and Training, Mrs. Lydia Fajombo, while welcoming guests and participants to the program, explained that the training would further improve the skills and capabilities of officers and optimize operational efficiency in the service.
The Bureau recognizes the importance of grooming middle-level officers in the service for elevated roles and responsibilities in their careers. Hence, the careful selection of the team for this training, which aim at improving the skills and capability of officers of GL 12, 13, and 14 for professional development and optimizing operational efficiency in the service. In pursuit of this objective, we have engaged Africa Tech Hub to facilitate the training. With the group expertise in human resource management, we anticipate significant value addition and tangible benefit for participants' career progression. It is worth noting that the number of participants present today represents only a fraction of the eligible officers. I therefore urge all participants to take advantage of this training for personal development and better job performance, recognizing the fact that others are eager to seize the same opportunity.
Fajombo, while appreciating the governor for his dedication to staff development, encouraged the participants to take advantage of the training for optimum performance.
Permit me to express gratitude to His Excellency, President Abeokuta, CON, the Governor of our dear state, for his dedication to staff development despite the current economic constraints, as well as competing demands on the state's limited resources. Equally, I duly acknowledge the constant support of the head of service, without which this training would not have come to fruition. Sir, your commitment and effort in securing necessary approvals for regular trainings in the public service are deeply appreciated. Thank you very much, sir.
Several goodwill messages came from dignitaries at the training.
If you understand what is meant by optimization, you know that it's to break limits and get to the right place. Today, we can tell ourselves that those who are at the receiving end of the public service that we are rendering, the services we are rendering, the one from water, from OGBC, from every OGTV, health services and all, they still have one thing or the other to complain about. It means we have not taken them to the highest heights. It means we are yet to optimize our services. And thanks to the Office of the Health Service and also to the Governor of Ogun State, who has constantly been hammering this. You're about to say, issue attending more, as we keep speaking about this, you will get it and do the right thing. Friends and colleagues, let me tell you one thing. What is worth doing at all is worth doing well. If you want to really serve to the point that the one that you have serviced for many years will remember I met an officer in that office.
The first thing I would say is that if you don't train them, don't blame them. And I want to thank the state government, our governor, and let me also sincerely thank the head of service and the permanent secretary, the Bureau of Establishment, for this great work. This morning I was telling the permanent secretary, Bureau of Establishment, that they are doing a great job. Many of us do not know what training does to us. And let me just give an example. A young boy of age 16 gets into a particular place, call it a university, he goes in there, and after 6 years he comes out and they start calling him a doctor. What happened to him? He got trained. That is what is happening this morning. You have walked into this place today. It might be just for 2 days, but by the time you leave this place, something will happen. Excellence is about distinction. It means you are outstanding. And that's the purpose of bringing you here. So that at the end of the day, something will change. And it's not for you alone. You will also take this out and talk to your colleagues who are there with you in the office, so that we can eventually make our state to be great. But one thing about training is this: even if you leave, what you have gained remains with you forever. And that is why every opportunity we have to be trained, we must seize it and use it judiciously.
I can remember many years ago, I was also opportune to be part of a training like this. And I can say I still hold that memory very, very dear. In Ogun State, we pride ourselves as being one of the best civil service in Nigeria. That is why this training, we know we are already excellent. We just want to optimize our excellence. I congratulate you all for being part of this training. The set of people in this room, they are the middlemen. They are the people who can touch those beneath and who have that relationship with the organs on top. So the implementation of those policies on all those decisions, it rests here with you.
Delivering a lecture on the topic, Mastering Efficiency and Effectiveness, Engineer Olabode Badiru, who also doubled as the consultant on the training, says officers must build trust and positive relationship with citizens, as well as create a welcoming and efficient experience for visitors.
So today we are trying to see how we can build trust and positive relationships with the citizens, while create a welcoming and efficient experience for visitors. Positive impression. Public service is a representation of the state government, and a welcoming and efficient experience creates a positive impression of the government on the visitor. This can lead to increased trust and cooperation between the public and the government. People are more likely to see the government as helpful and responsive when they receive efficient and friendly service. There's no amount of money you spend. There is no, policy you make. It is what they experience, that they will report. It is what they experience. If you like, build road. If you like, build water. If you like, be dashing people $1 million. If he gets to his phone, if he does not receive $1 million, if you like, be friendly to the entire world. When he comes to your office, if you like, be friendly to, let's say there are 3 billion people on earth, and you are friendly, your office is friendly to 2,999,999,000, and when it gets to his turn, you didn't treat him well. Do you know the report he will give about that your office?
Mr. Olayinka Meroyi, while also delivering a lecture on Unleashing Your Leadership Potentials, says as leaders, they must provide direction, without which the attainment of group objectives would be difficult.
It implies that leadership provides direction, without which the attainment of group objectives will be difficult, if not impossible. I gave an example earlier that after you service somebody without a definite goal of where they are going, may wake up at the age of 50 and see that there is nothing, because they are just jumping from one thing, also here, also there. But somebody who has a direction, they know that this is what I want to do. Okay, maybe you are in the administration line, you finish your youth service, you take up a professional course, you get a job, you move along the line, you continue growing. At 50, you will know that, okay, I have 10 years to go.
what is the plan for my retirement? Because you will know that something has been on ground. You have achieved a particular purpose. But if you don't have a purpose at that age, you will still be struggling and like, what did I do? And there will be nothing to count for it. And that is what organizations are. Organizations have resources. They have personnel. They have technology. They have environment. But there is a need for leadership in order for organization to gain direction.
Meroyi analyzed various types of leaders available, describing some as transformational.
In organizations, when leaders use reward to encourage productivity, then they are transactional. It's not that they are bad people, it's just that that's the style they want to do. Then, the other one is people do something just for doing it. Encourage you because they just need to encourage you. Make you do your job well because they know if they do it, it will be better for you. Those are transformational leaders. They want to change you. They want you to be better. They want a situation whereby when they leave, they can be sure that somebody else is there that is capable. Those are transformational leaders. They want to change you from that green one that took civil service job to that competent public administrator that people can talk about everywhere. That when you go to that office, if you see Mr. XYZ, you are sure of getting results. Those are transformational leaders. They change people and they mold people. So,
in another lecture delivered on creating a collaborative and high-impact work environment, the Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Mr. Jola Oyeneye, analyzed the different categories of officers in the civil service.
But the public service was created hierarchically. And if we are not going to manage the hierarchy very well, yes, me, I know how to do job like Bode. But somebody else may be the one who will write the reports or do the presentation, and I'll make the presentation because I'm better speaking. So institutional leadership is also key when you are collaborating. Now, the objective of what we are doing this morning, this afternoon now, is to explore strategies for building collaborative and impact work environment, focusing on the role of you guys. You know, you are the bridge between the senior management, permanent secretaries and directors, and the subordinates who are below level 10 and also. Somebody told me something years ago, a copper, he was going and I asked him, so your experience in the last 1 year or thereabout, what can you say? He said the public service, I'm sorry, that's what he told me. He said, I learned from the civil service that the service is divided into 3. It's divided into 3. He said the first group is the junior officers. The second group is the middle level officers. And the third group is the organs. He said those who actually do the work, the organs will take instruction from the commissioners or from the governor of the service, and they are running. Where this thing must be done. He said it is you, the middle level officers, who actually get the job done. He said the subordinates. Ẹ̀kọ́ ni pé kò tí ì dé, kò lè ní sílẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ máa pariwo. Níbo náà gbé fáìlì yẹn sí? We can't find the file. Fight happened last week. And all the movement. Does it happen to you? You see, but the junior officers are not concerned. God will cover the file. I don't know what we're looking for the file. You are sitting down. Oh God, go where that's why we level. I went to deal.
Engineer Sean Olabode, in another lecture titled Mastering Efficiency and Effectiveness, says it's important to achieve results and solve the problems of citizens through effectiveness.
Importance of efficiency and effectiveness. reduces service duplication, encouraging citizens' participation. When services are effective, citizens are more likely to engage and utilize them. You won't put up a train that nobody wants to use. Okay, so together, efficiency and effectiveness maximizes our impact. We get the most out of our resources to serve the public effectively. It promotes innovation, continuous improvement, fosters a culture of seeking better ways to deliver services that impact the people positively. It enhances public perception. A well-functioning public service inspires trust and confidence, and it strengthens interagency collaboration. When everyone is working efficiently and effectively, information sharing and collaboration across departments becomes smoother, and this allows the public service to leverage its combined resources and expertise to tackle complex challenges. By mastering both efficiency and effectiveness, you become a key player in building a stronger, more responsive Ogun State public service.
Giant Strides caught up with some participants at the training and they shared their experiences.
Optimizing civil service excellence is a training well needed at this time, because the beauty of the service is when you have good workers that knows what they are supposed to do. Going by this training, we are being put on our toes to be on top of our games, and I think the Bureau of Establishment and Training is doing very well in equipping the workforce to deliver the essential service to the public. At the same time, I would like to appreciate the Excellency Prince Dapo Abeokuta for constantly giving approvals to ensure that training is organized for the workforce.
Training is very important for the civil servants, especially the middle class civil servants. It's going to help us to achieve, to optimize our goal, to deliver in our service. So we really appreciate the State Governor, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abeokuta, for giving us this opportunity to be participants in this training. And we believe that at the end of this two-day training, training exercise, we will have achieved the best.
There is no doubt that in the Committee of State, Ogun Civil Service is and will continue to be the best as the Prince Dapo Abeokuta-led administration presses forward to give the workforce the required training needed to be more productive and skillful in the pursuit of the Building Our Future Together agenda. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.